It has its own screen?
The Nintendo Switch was released on March 3rd, 2017, the same day I became a legal adult. It was revolutionary, being able to play on your TV or on the go. It houses some of the best games the company has ever made, from The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild to Super Mario Bros. Wonder. It sold over 100 million units worldwide, making it the best-selling Nintendo console of all time. However, that number might not be accurate considering there are also both light and OLED versions. Even though I don't see the Switch stopping production anytime soon, it has shown its age thanks to the 9th generation of consoles, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. Not only that, but Steam has its own handheld console and its library of games to compete with. Holy smokes. It's been confirmed by the Nintendo president that the successor to the Switch will be announced within the fiscal year. So I thought it would be fun to speculate on what the Nintendo Switch 2 will be. Speaking of, I think Nintendo wouldn't call it the Switch 2 since they hardly named their new console with a number on it. They like to name them based on the design or philosophy. N64 runs on 64 bits, GameCube speaks for itself, 3 having the idea of playing with everyone in your household, Wii U more like PU, and of course, the Switch being able to switch displays from handheld to television. I think what they should call it is the Super Nintendo Switch, calling back to the days of the NES and SNES naming conventions, where one is more powerful than the other. That would be pretty neat. Or they could call it the Switch Pro if they hate themselves. Although for the sake of discussion, I'll just call it the Switch 2. The question is, what will the Switch 2 have? The Switch itself looks pretty good. It has a slick and minimalistic design that is easy for handheld users and being able to put it on the dock to the TV with ease. I don't think they should add anything new to it since it works for what it was initially made for. I will, however, add another screen to it, kinda like I'm a suck up. While the Wii U did not sell well, having a screen on the gamepad and TV was a neat idea. I think they should reiterate that idea by having a gamepad screen for TV play and the ability to take the Switch off the dock and connect the gamepad for handheld play, or having the system itself having double screens. If they go with a gamepad, I hope they add a function that can turn off the gamepad screen and just play on the TV. This would be ideal for some double screen games that I think would work well on the system. More on that later. The system should run better, obviously. Updated graphics, 60 FPS, and run as powerful as the newest consoles. If not, then the PS4 or Xbox One at minimum. Since Nintendo is releasing third-party titles nowadays, they need the system to run well for those games in mind. It would lead to better relationships for those companies to release new or re-release games on the Switch 2 and have it run smooth as butter. I always feel disappointed when a new game released for PlayStation and Xbox is releasing for the Switch as well, and having this on the cover. I'm very glad I spent $600 on this. Let's get this out of the way in case you missed it. No cloud gaming. I'm sick and tired of this bullshit. These new games should be able to run the way they were intended. I just think they put it on the Switch for inclusivity, which is great, but I don't need an internet connection to run the damn thing. Hopefully this won't be the case. Now here's where the dual screen comes to play. They could use this to port over DS and 3DS games and being able to play them, and by could, I mean should. Maybe as an extra service for Nintendo Switch Online, although if I were a betting man, they might raise the yearly subscription for those additional services, even though its online servers are trash. If they do, they should add GameCube or even Wii Online, but that might not be likely since they have been remastering/porting GameCube and Wii games for Switch 1. If not the NES route, then just re-release or remaster some handheld games to make them more accessible. Whichever takes more of my money, I suppose. As for what games in particular, possibly Kid Icarus Uprising since a lot of people haven't played it, including myself. Pokemon, Fire Emblem, Nintendogs, Animal Crossing, so many opportunities to get fans to play them again, or get them to play for the first time that have been exclusive to their handheld counterpart. These are my predictions for the Nintendo Switch 2. I know I didn't say too much, but I hope I got my point across for what the successor could look like. Having a dual screen for both TV and handheld play, being able to run the latest game releases, finally porting/remastering handheld games to unlock the system's full potential. If they want to take it to the next level, I think this is the way to go. Obviously, everything I said may not happen, but looking at how Nintendo's making their games accessible now, this would be a great way to keep doing that. And they're gonna sell the thing for like $6.99, and let's be honest, we're all gonna buy it.